It's the world according to the hard line. Get HSOs on sports and all that implies every afternoon from 3 till 7 on Sports Radio 96.7 and 1310, The Ticket.
We're a little bit early with Crosstalk today, and we have done this with purpose because the Soda Weight Loss brings us our Crosstalk with our friends from the Normandy Invasion, Norm, Donnie, and Mike. It's a different one because this is sadly the last day for Mike Soroy at the Ticket. We had the big announcement yesterday. Those of us up here at the Ticket have known for a few days more than that, and wrestling with the idea of not seeing Mike Soroy every day is very depressing, because I will tell you, Mike, 27 years here at the Ticket, it's always been fun in the cubicle area and up there. You like being around the people that work at the station. But I don't think anybody since 1994 has had a better outlook just on everyday life than Team Fun Mike Soroy. And you're just such a fun dude to be around, if it's an on-air conversation or a ridiculous hallway conversation. Man, I'm going to miss that a bunch. You are one pleasant and funny dude.
Man, thank you. That's incredible to hear. There's not much better than me and Donnie and Norm when he's here in the back. And it's the last break before the mix, and George comes rumbling down the hallway, like getting the clap started. He's like, "Oh, invasion! Here we go!
You guys up.
Get you guys fired up! You're ready to pass the baton." But dude, that's really sweet to hear. Honestly, thank you. Thanks very much, dude. It ain't easy yesterday or today or hell the last couple weeks or months, but I guess today's the day, right?
Yeah, it had to be a tough decision. I was listening to you yesterday talking about wrestling with it and leaving a place like the Ticket, but you also had that sense of, okay, I'm doing something different, and there's like a little spring in your step, a little extra purpose, but I can't imagine wrestling with that decision.
Yeah, I think the optimism is because mentally I'm past that decision, like it was harder to make the decision and then putting the 2 weeks in was very hard. But that was obviously 2 weeks ago. So now I'm, again, optimistic, I suppose, moving forward, but it doesn't make all this part, I guess, any more fun or any easier. Yesterday was super rough with Norm and Donovan and Jer sharing niceties with me, and I've cried on air a few times, and it's funny. I'm glad I cried yesterday right at the end of a sentence, so it wasn't the whimpering, blabbering. Like, I kind of hid it under their comments, and then by the time it was my time to talk again, I kind of had it together. But man, yeah, it's hard. It's hard.
Yeah. Well, we're going to miss you a lot. Losing Mike, and then a few weeks back, Danny. Two of my favorite humans at the station that we've ever worked with, and very, very talented and smart and funny, and you guys are definitely going to be missed. And yeah, it's a very sad moment. It's not going to be the same without you.
Well, again, thanks.
You have anything?
You guys, well, go ahead, Gordon. Let's ruin everything.
No, this is your time. I'm sorry.
We have tomorrow night to ruin everything.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Y'all twitching tomorrow night?
Twitchcraft.
We're going to practice some Twitchcraft together.
No, I imagine you guys have heard this before. When someone new comes here, it's, you're intimidated by everybody, and you guys are probably the pinnacle of that. And it does take a little while, and you guys all have three very different personalities, and it takes a while to, I guess, break through that with anybody up here. But you guys, it took a little while, but then once you're embraced, you made me feel super comfortable. I mean, Craig and I went skiing together in Taos, and not that we were best friends before that, but it was very cool to be invited, and we had a great time. And George and I have done a ton of things, golfing and everything. Gordon, we've hung out at official station events, which has been really lovely.
Yeah, always make it a point.
Very business relationship.
Mike, I still tell people that weekend in Taos was the best weekend of my life, and not only did we go skiing, but I will always remember you as being the guy that I saw Walter White's house with from Breaking Bad.
Absolutely. And we pulled up, and there's signs everywhere that says, get the hell out of here, do not stop. And we're like, all right, stop.
Those people
anyway.
regret it.
Oh, they do, I think. There are fences up and no photographs, all that.
They said that they didn't know what they were getting into. They just thought they were going to... They didn't know what the TV show really was that they were going to use the outside of their house for.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and on that trip, too, I was snowboarding and you were skiing and you were always side-eyeing me like, never hung out with a snowboarder before. This is weird, but...
Those border dudes.
Yeah.
Yet it was beautiful to watch you carve perfect S's in the snow on your board.
Thank you. Thank you.
So athletic, that Mike.
That's
athletic.
true. That's not up for dispute, the athleticism. Well,
So in your big decision, did you have dueling convincing Soroys? I mean, just stay for like another year. No, this is time to go. Come on. It's nothing. It's Did you have those battling
yeah, that's the worst part.
Soroys going back and forth?
As funny as presenting Soroy is, imagine it alone in my own head when it's most and least successful. So, yes.
What am I hearing in the background? Sounds like a barnyard out there.
The listener can't hear it, so
I
just
know.
keep going.
What is? Well, I'm not.
It's Norm's dogs, I think.
I
Is that
might.
Norm?
There's a siren in the neighborhood, and it really, really bothers her ears. And she tends to
Mary?
bark and howl a bit. No, not Mary. No.
One of the pups.